fucking long here. I'm gonna do you a quick rundown. And so it actually only took like an hour and a half to build, which I was pretty impressed by. Considering when I first got into these and some of the equipment and shit, this literally took like a week and a half. And granted, that was only working on it probably 2 hours a day, but you do the fucking math, you know? So this here is the 3-axle, and this thing came out pretty fucking sweet. Okay, did run into a few problems. There's supposed to be a linkage right here, like pretty much to bolt onto this leaf spring. I broke the bolt, snapped it off in there, and now I have to take the whole fucking thing apart, at least on one side, pull this frame rail out, drill it, pull it out. And then the other part is this is actually, these front rims are supposed to have center caps over these. Well, that'd be great if I could use them, but this sticks out too damn far. So that's not gonna work. It's not gonna sit flush. It doesn't even come close. It's actually a lot further off. Also, when I thought I had all the parts ready to build this one and another one, I thought I had the full metal front suspension. I do not. This one's only a partial. There's some plastic still left on this. It's actually a fairly expensive replacement, somewhat. This one's got a motor and tranny. It doesn't have any drive lines yet. None of that's hooked up, so I still have to purchase those. And this did not come out as long as I want. So I actually, in fact, I would like to use these frame rails, but I'm going to be limited to keeping these an airbag suspension, which is perfectly fine. I don't mind doing that later on down the road, but I will take the 3rd axle off of it. Anyway, I actually wanted to show the simulated airbag suspension on these is actually quite impressive. Like, I kind of wish I would have gone with this to begin with. And I was actually going to put a 5th wheel plate on this and try it out with the rig, which is what I'm fixing to do, but I actually I can't find my other fucking plate, so. And that bitch is, you're probably gonna have to move, but that's gonna be a bitch to find, for lack of better terms. And it's gonna be really fucking long. Maybe. And this asshole's gonna have to go down in a couple of pieces because it's pretty well getting too fucking heavy to be jacked around. And I'm trying to get this done so that I can fucking go to work and not be late. Still not quite so sure. However, okay, so it's got little teeny tiny ass thin springs in it right now. And when I bought that, I was concerned about it. I bought all the parts for this. I was actually concerned about it. So I went through and bought these springs, which are a little stiffer. They're about the same in diameter. So I actually built it and then put these inside of it. And it was a little too stiff is what I thought. So I decided that that wasn't gonna work. Pull these out, put the factories back in. Still have yet to decide, and this truck is not gonna be intended for this, but I'm intending for this build to have, anticipating for this build to actually have quite a bit of weight behind it. And it does bottom that suspension out pretty good, but what I'm thinking is with as much weight as I'm putting behind these, that these springs would be a very, very easy replacement. You don't have to worry about them going flat over time. If they're not stiff enough, I really think these would be quite stiff. I'm gonna leave all this stuff down. Once I get off work today, I'm gonna try swapping the springs out and putting it back up underneath that. For some reason, I'm kind of glad I found this out too, but I bought a fifth wheel plate for another build, and that is actually not even working like it's supposed to. I don't know what the deal is, so I'm gonna have to fart around with that. Anyway, that's all I got for now. The other thing is the 2-hole bud wheels. I can't even find them anymore. They're obsolete. They're non-existent anymore. And I've got 2 trucks with those and this trailer. Like, I can't even find where I've bought them. I can't even track these down. So that kind of sucks. But I do like all my shit to match, so I've got that going with some of these rigs, kind of. Thanks for watching.